So if I had to choose if what my guests would give me for my wedding, I wouldn't want a wedding gift. I would want you guys to apply the money that you actually were going to use towards a gift and send me on a trip somewhere. Like, forget gifts. Like, I want to spend a weekend in Turks and Caicos for my honeymoon versus getting a wedding gift. Yeah, that's just me. All right. Hey all, it is me, Andrew from Andrew Roby Events, and we are creating weddings and events that you actually want to attend. And speaking of weddings that I want to attend, today's topic has everything to do with financing your wedding. So when it comes to financing weddings, the people that you go to when you don't have enough money as a couple are your parents. Rightfully so. It's okay. They want to see their daughter or their son get married off and make sure that all the bells and whistles are not missed. And so when you're doing that, I want to give you some tips because this can be disastrous if you don't pay attention to how you take or accept money from your parents. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to set expectations and boundaries for your parents. Of course, when someone is giving you money for your wedding, that does not give them creative control to take over your wedding and do whatever it is that they want to do because they're paying for your wedding or paying for a portion of your wedding. So before you take money, before you cash that check, before you authorize that wire transfer, make sure you sit mom and dad down or whoever else is paying for your wedding and say, hey, look, I know you're giving me this check. I know. But this is how it's going to work. These are my rules and expectations for accepting this. You have to agree to this before I cash this check because I want to make sure that both of us are going to be happy, me and my partner, and you all are going to be happy, right? So the second thing that I want you guys to do is to be able to set those boundaries. So if someone's giving you a check, be specific about where that money is actually going to be spent. If grandma's giving me a check for $10,000, say, Grandma, I got it. I thank you. This is going to go straight for flowers, or this is going to go straight for catering. Whatever. Just try to be as specific as possible with that family member so that way that family member doesn't believe that, oh, I'm giving you money so I can decide on any part of this wedding that I see fit. No, you gave me this money for this specific thing, so let's talk about that, right? The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that you have to be honest with your family. You know, if someone's giving you money for your wedding and they are really stressing you out, sit them down, have a cup of coffee. For me, give me a cup of whiskey Jameson and let's talk. Let's say, look, I'm not happy about this particular part of planning because you are driving me insane. You're driving me crazy, Grandma. I need you to slow down, pump the brakes, because I'm starting to get a little emotional here. Like you're really putting me in my feelings because you're so demanding. You know? Have that conversation. Be honest, be open with that family member that's giving you money for your wedding. All right? My next tip is that if you have a disagreement with a family member, especially if it's a family member that's on the opposite side of the family, like your future in-laws, you and your partner need to come together as one to address it. The last thing you want to do is split each other up and pin each other on each side because you have a disagreement with the opposite side of the family. Come together as one, decide on the best course of action, and as a combined front, address that with that family member. All right? This is the wedding of two people, two, not one. So you want to make sure you do that the right way. My last tip is this, is no matter how much money somebody's giving you, if they're giving you $50,000, if they're giving you $50,000 for their wedding and you are just out of your mind pissed and you feel like you're stressed because of this person, find an alternative to walk away. Now, I don't know if you'll find an alternative for $50,000, but your happiness is essential. Your happiness for your wedding is important. So find alternatives for paying your wedding. If someone is trying to give you money and just take complete control of your wedding when you want this to be your special day with you and your partner, that is really important. It's a hard thing to do, but your happiness is the only choice that you should be making. All right. So if you have other tips that you would like to add to this video, use a comment section to add those tips. We love to discuss with you guys outside of this video. If you know someone that is probably in this situation that I'm talking about right now, share this video with them and say, look, this is for you. You need this. Alright, so my name is Andrew from Andrew Roby Events, and we are event and wedding planners based in the Washington, D.C. area.